Welcome back, time to newcomers alike to 9 persons, 9 hours, 9 doors. We're gonna finish this freaking operating room today, and I gotta tell you, they are tricky in this. Because this is what you're actually supposed to do. Take this, combine it with a scalpel. Bam!
Let's try cutting this organ with a scalpel.
Got a freaking key. Who would have ever guessed that that would happen, to be honest? I mean, it's just one of those try everything type things. Now we're supposed to go in here.
Awesome! It's unlocked.
Okay, so now we go to the table here.
Rectangular table. I wonder, did people mix medicine on this thing?
Let's do it. Whoops. No. Okay, click on the box then. Good lord.
There's a note on top of the table. Iron equals 1. Salt equals 2. Water equals 3. Carbon dioxide equals question mark. Ammonia equals question mark. Ethanol equals question mark.
Sorry, writing all this down because I know this is an addition puzzle.
What do you think this is a hint for?
Maybe it's got something to do with this box?
Okay, now what we're supposed to do is here.
Hey Junpei, you think there are any slugs on this ship?
Huh?
Well, if there are, I was thinking we could put salt on them.
What's she pointing at? The label states NaCl. Salt, huh?
Do you think Seven will shrivel up if we put it on him?
Hey, you say something?
Oh god. Clover, Clover, Clover. Alright.
Junpei, there's a bottle of iron powder on the shelf.
Okay, we don't need to know any of those. What we want is the ammonia, carbon dioxide, and ethanol.
Hmm? Something stinks.
Is it coming from this bottle? It says NH3.
Well, that of course stinks. It's ammonia.
Okay.
Oh, good stuff. Let's go for a drink.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about that bottle. It says C2H5OH, right?
It's ethanol.
That's right. It's also known as ethyl alcohol. It's pretty much what booze is made out of.
So, you're gonna drink it?
Nah, I won't. I might say that's what it is on the label, but it could be anything in there.
Okay, now that we've got the numbers 3 and 9, by adding the amount of atoms together in these, let's look over here.
What's this?
Looks like a can with a spray nozzle. It says CO2.
And that would be 2.
So it's a can filled with carbon dioxide.
3, rather. Probably 3. Okay, well, either way, I can't remember how to do this puzzle anymore. I did it off screen one time, and I just can't remember it. So, I believe the answer is 349, so let's just put that in. Yes, we know how to put in codes to a box. Let's do it. Alright, so 349. My guess... Let's see here. My guess is that CO2 was 4. I thought CO2 was 2, but I guess it's 4 somehow. Ammonia's 3 and ethanol is 9, so I'm sure that's like 349 there. Anyway, let's grab this arm. Lend me a hand, will you, game? And this fake heart. We don't have a scalpel to tear it open, so I'm sure there's no key in there. Meanwhile, let's get out of here. Go over to this, whoops, not this. We already read this last episode. Go over to Miss What's-Her-Face over here.
Lucy's head and left arm are sitting on the bed. Maybe something will happen if we gather all of her body parts.
We do have our body parts, though. We have... Okay, how about this? Maybe we have to combine them. Okay, wait, combine...
It's the right arm of the body. It's kinda creepy.
Right, combine this with the torso, please. No? Okay, let's combine... Whoops. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that was kind of funny. I wish I wouldn't have skipped that, but whatever. Whoop. Can't combine that. Can't combine that. Weird. Okay, are we supposed to do something with John over here, then? I am confuzzled. Or is there something in the other room we still have to do? No, I think that's all we have to do in this room. Actually, no. Look, blue liquids. Okay. The blue and a red liquid. What do we do with those? Nope, can't do anything with those. I guess we'll just go back then. Can we burn them? Let's burn them.
You think we should go back?
Yeah, I think that's probably best.
Clover nodded and left. Junpei was about to follow her when he realized that Seven wasn't following suit.
Hey, Seven, what's up?
Oh, well,
He looked up at Junpei distractedly and then back down at the brown bottle he held cupped in his large hands.
What's that?
In response, Seven tossed the bottle gently to Junpei. He caught it and twisted it around to read the label.
Ethylene diamine tartrate?
EDT. Esoteric ethylendodiamine.
What kind of medicine is that?
It's not medicine. I think it's an industrial strength detergent.
Why would they have something like that here?
Well, probably to clean stuff up.
Clean what up?
Fuck if I know. Still, looks like it's cleaned my brain up.
Junpei looked up from the bottle.
You remember something?
Seven nodded slowly and spoke.
Well, I remember a story about EDT. It happened about 50 years ago. There was this factory somewhere in America making big old EDT crystals. They were making it to sell as industrial strength cleaner, like I told you before. But a year after the factory started up, something strange started happening with the crystals they were building. Water molecules started attaching themselves to the EDT crystals. This made them into a sort of mutation of the original crystals, called a hydrate. Once the crystals turn into a hydrate, though, it's useless as a cleaner. The factories had to just dump the crystals. As a hydrate, they were useless. But it didn't end there. After that day, the same thing started happening to EDT factories everywhere. Even ones nowhere near the first American factory. They've been making crystals the same way, with the same materials and the same equipment and environment. But now all of a sudden, every single crystal they formed turned into a hydrate. In fact, ever since that day, no factory anywhere has been able to make a pure EDT crystal. Even in EDT research done years before, they've never gotten a hydrate. But after it happened at the first factory, it just spread. It was like, man, how do you say it?
Like the molecules were communicating with one another. Transmitting information in a way humans can perceive. This phenomena spread throughout the world. Right?
Junpei looked up at Seven with half a smirk. Seven stared at him dumbfounded.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly. But how did you know?
I heard another story kinda like that one.
When?
In the freezer.
What? In the freezer?
Junpei told Seven the story he'd heard from June in the freezer in the kitchen. How one day, glycerin began to crystallize, and the story of ice that wouldn't melt at room temperature. When Junpei was done, Seven looked thoughtful and absent-mindedly rubbed the scar on his chin.
Ice that doesn't melt at room temperature, huh?
That sounds familiar?
Yeah, hold up. I feel like I could remember something. It's right there.
Seven squinted. His eyes stared off into space as if he were trying desperately to focus on something far away.
Do you?
This is a must for the true ending here. If you pick the top one, you will not get the true ending, so you must pick the bottom one. Keep that in mind if you're playing along with this.
Do you know about Ice 9?
Ice 9. Ice 9. Ice 9. Ice. Ice. Ice.
Suddenly, Seven's eyes shot open.
That's it! I remember now! That woman! She's on this boat!
That woman?
Alice!
Who's Alice?
Come on, the woman who won't melt at room temperature!
It became clear to Seven that Junpei had no idea what he was talking about. He ran his hand across his face and took a deep breath.
You know how the Titanic sank on April 15th, 1912, right?
Yeah. More than 1,500 people died. Worst maritime accident in history. What about it?
Did you hear about the boat that was sent to collect the dead bodies?
I think that was the RMS Carpathia, right? It was a cruise liner, just like the Titanic.
No, that was the ship that picked up the survivors. The ship that collected the dead bodies was the CS Mackay Bennett. The Mackay Bennett showed up on April 17th, 2 days after the accident. It set up from Halifax, a port in Canada, and recovered 306 bodies. The Atlantic that far north was really cold. It would have to be for there to be icebergs and stuff. Anyways, the bodies they pulled out of the water were frozen solid.
This isn't a very nice story. So what happened next?
Well, they say the Mackay Bennett recovered something more than just dead bodies. There are various bits of stuff floating around in the water. Things that the drowned had carried with them, or stuff dislodged as the ship sank. One of the things they found was a coffin.
A coffin?
Yeah, a wooden one. The craftsman who'd made it must have been pretty skilled. It wasn't just a wooden coffin. It was all wood. There were no nails or reinforcements, and there were no gaps in the wood anywhere. It was airtight. The crew got pretty curious about what might be inside it, and opened it up. They had to get a wedge and hammer it open. It was so well made. Inside, they found a woman. Or, I guess you could say, they found the dead body of a woman. Her hair was thick and black, and her skin was deep brown and didn't show any signs of age or decomposition. They say that she looked gorgeous, like a goddess. She was obviously dead, but everyone who looked at her said she looked like she was sleeping. Her skin was so lifelike. She looked like she might wake up any minute. She didn't, though. Like the rest of the bodies they found, she was frozen solid. Eventually, the Mackay Bennett finished its search and returned to Halifax. The 306 bodies were unloaded and taken ashore. However, it was warm enough that they began to melt. They say that the stink was horrible. But there was one body that didn't thaw.
The girl in the coffin.
That's right. Everybody thought for sure that she'd melt and start to rot like the rest of them eventually. But weeks passed, and nothing happened. Then a month passed, and another, and it was summer, and she was still frozen solid. After a while, people started to say she was some sort of miracle. Rumors about the girl started to spread, and people came to visit Halifax from all over. After a while, people started calling her All eyes. Alice. Of course, the rumors didn't last long.
Why?
Well, she up and disappeared. One day Alice was there, the next day, she wasn't. They say someone snuck up in there where they were keeping her and stole her body. With the body gone, the rumors followed pretty quickly. After a while, no one remembered her. You might be able to find something about her if you could find a newspaper from back then, but that's about it.
Wait. You just said that she was on the boat.
Yeah, I did. Alice has got to be somewhere on this ship.
Now, why the hell would you say something like that?
'Cause I know.
And just what is it you know?
What happened to Alice after she was stolen?
Junpei gulped.
Alright. Tell me. What happened to Alice?
Seven nodded slowly and took on the look of a man recalling something long buried.
Well, around that time, the word was that there was a thriving black market in New York. I mean, I'm sure there still is, but this was special. All millionaires from all over the world. I've heard that Alice went up for auction there. The person who won the auction was Lord Dashenal Gordain. You heard that name before, right?
Sir Gordain. Isn't he the guy who bought the Gigantic? The Titanic's sister ship?
Yeah, that's him. Although I guess he hadn't done that yet.
What do you mean?
Gordain bought Alice in 1912. Then 4 years later, in 1916, he bought the Gigantic. And he hid Alice somewhere on the Gigantic. Nobody knows where. He died in 1931, and apparently he died without ever telling anyone where Alice was hidden.
However, what?
Well, he did have one close friend who asked him, "Where is Alice?" And he said, "Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the forest of knowledge, beneath the navel of the Gigantic."
What the hell is that? Some kind of riddle?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Seven threw his hands up in defeat.
So that's it. Whatever you think, I'll believe it. She's hidden somewhere on the Gigantic. In other words, she's hidden somewhere on this ship.
Lord Junpei could dispute Seven's rather bizarre claim. They heard Clover's voice from the door. She did not sound pleased.
Hey! What are you two doing over there? Stop wasting time and get over here!
Okay, we're coming.
Seven looked at Junpei.
Yes, so, anyway, that's the story. Might be useful someday. Don't forget it.
With that cryptic remark, he turned and left the room. Junpei was left behind to ponder what he'd just heard. He tried to remember what June had told him earlier.
That mummy wasn't just a normal mummy. They say that she was frozen. The story says that from the time of its discovery, all the way through to when it got put on the Titanic, and even though it was carried through the desert, her body never melted.
Was that Egyptian priestess Alice? Had the water in her body become Ice 9?
No, that's nuts. There's no way somebody like that could exist.
Junpei shook his head, trying desperately to clear it, and followed Seven to the operating room where Clover was waiting. Wow, what a great story. What a story, Mark. And so we continue. Over to the boiling place, correct? Where is that? Okay, so actually that's not what we need to do. Alright then. Go back over to this and see if we can use some liquids on it. Yes, we have gathered all the parts, I think. Actually, let's see if we can combine anything. The whole blah blah blah. Combine. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, let's start with the heart then. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, what do we do with these liquids? That's what I'm wondering. We can't exactly combine them together. It won't let us do that. Yes, yes, we know. There's nothing in it. Can we go over to the thing on the table? Yeah, we know that too.
Huh? There's some sort of lid on this thing.
Why don't you try opening it?
Can't. There's no handle. I can't get under with my nails either.
Alright, what about we go over to the other one and pour the liquid in there? Yes, 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 shut up, we've seen that. Okay. Why don't you go over there? I didn't just click on that so you can describe it obviously. Okay, well, I'm confused.
That's a lot of tools.
Yeah, so what? Where do we go? I'm so confused. What do I do? Can't go in there yet. What about this? We know that. We know that. We haven't done anything with that case or this boiler thing yet, so I don't know. Can we boil anything that we have here? Okay, so what if we went to the fake chest and clicked on the head? I want to put these together.
This bed doesn't look very comfortable.
Yeah, whatever. How do I combine... What? Am I still missing something? Is that what's going on here? Do I need the legs? Maybe I need the legs. Let's see. As far as the story is concerned, I think we're done with this room. That's the one we just came in, doesn't matter. Let's go. Maybe we're not done with this. Let's see here. No, yeah, I think we are, because there's nothing else I could do in here. And then if we go over here, that's locked. Can we use the other key for this?
Cool, it's unlocked.
Wait, so you got to use the same key for both doors? That's lucky. Alright then. Guess this is where we're going. Cool. Alright. Oh, snap.
I found a beaker.
You don't say.
Meep meep. There are 4 different lights, each one of different color. White, red, blue, and purple. Does this thing react to something and then the lights light up?
Yeah. Go to your items and put in the red and blue liquid, dummy. Blue... Where are you? There you are.
Let's put in the blue liquid next. I'll put the red liquid back in the bottle.
Okay.
Hey, the blue light turned on.
And I heard a noise. It sounded like something unlocking.
Wait, was that all we had to do? Okay.
It's locked. It won't even budge.
Do you think this is the exit?
This room is kind of difficult, actually. What unlocked? The blue thing? Aha! There we go. Now we just need to get the red stuff in there. Where's the red? Red, there you are. Let's grab that.
The red
Oh,
light's
yeah?
on now.
I think I heard another noise.
Yeah, obviously the red one unlocking. So let's open that. Other leg. Hooray. And now how do we get the purple? That's the question here.
Damn! It's not opening. It won't even budge. It's got this purple plate on it, too.
Okay, I got an idea. Let's do this. Let's put in the red liquid. Turn on the light. Put in the blue liquid. Perfect!
I get it. You combine the red liquid and the blue liquid to make a purple one.
Good job, Junpei! The purple light came on and I heard it unlock. I'm sure it's unlocked. The locker with the purple plate has gotta be unlocked.
Alright, let's see what happened.
I'm sure the only thing hard about that was that somebody couldn't figure out you had to have the light on before you could unlock the make the purple. Ah, a nose! I mean, not a nose, that's something else probably. Ah, fake stomach. I see. Too bad we don't have a scalpel to cut it open with.
The sink. The doctors and nurses probably wash their hands here before an operation. Nothing suspicious here.
Okay, so I think we're done with this room. So let's open this drawer. Get
Let's see if...
this.
Huh. A piece of paper. What's this? Is this some kind of medical record?
Indeed. New material's been added to the file screen. I don't know if that was necessary, but at least we got it. So let's go back out. Shall we? Because I think we have all the parts that we need. Hope so, anyway. Come on.
Okay. So we've collected the 6 parts of the medical mannequin. So the ones we've got must be for Lucy, right?
Yeah.
Seems like it.
Well, I say we give Lucy her parts back. Any objections?
Nope.
Agreed.
Alright, let's get started. Combine!
Hooray!
Hey. Nothing happened.
That's odd.
Maybe it's the wrong weight?
Wait.
Yeah, well, you know how there's a scale on the side of the bed? Maybe we need to get the scale to a specific number.
How are we gonna do that?
I think we're supposed to swap her body parts with John's.
I must say, that's pretty goddamn creepy of the game.
Oh.
Let's give it a shot.
Operating instructions, let's see. 2 medical mannequins, switch the body parts. Okay. Let's do it then. Derp-a-derp, derp-a-derp. Derp-a-derp, and derp. Yay! Hooray!
Hey, Junpei, I just heard something! It came from John's operating table. You better check it out.
Well, okay then. To John's operating table, away!
Huh? The lid on the scale.
Aw, yeah!
Hey! It opened! Oh! I get it! It must have opened because we matched John's weights to what's on the chart.
Let's grab it. Aw, yeah, Jupiter key. Now can we leave? Let's see. Let's go.
Hey, hold on.
Junpei stopped, about to put the key into the doorknob.
What's up?
Where's Clover?
Huh?
Junpei turned around. Clover was nowhere to be seen.
God damn it! Where the hell did she go?
We'll find out next episode. Rate, comment, subscribe, favorite, and see you guys on the next epic episode of 999.
My god, is that Abraham Lincoln doing the bidding? Oh, wow. It's Abe! Good old honest Abe! Why the hell is he selling a corpse? He's not honest at all.